My dear students, good morning everybody. I hope all of you are well. You know that the COVID situation of our country is going to be deteriorated. So, from the very beginning of my class, I request all of you to stay at home and stay safe. At the same time, you have to follow the rules of hygiene. Because if you are protected, if you are safe and sound, then the family members of your then the other members of your family will be safe and sound. So I wish the safety and soundness of everyone, and for this reason I request all of you to follow the rules of hygiene. However, today I am going to take a class on English second paper, and already I have written the name of the topics on the board, and I think you will be benefited from today's class. So from the very beginning of my class, I request all of you to be attentive and to follow my lecture. Today I am going to discuss phrase and idioms. There are two terms, phrase and idioms. Already I have written phrases and idioms. Before going to discuss on this topic, we must have clear idea on phrases and idioms. What is a phrase? We must know the definition of a phrase. That means we must have clear concept about a phrase. What is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words having no subject and finite verb, but used as a parts of speech in a specific parts of a speech in a sentence. In a sentence. Actually, phrase is a group of words. Actually, a phrase must have two or more than two words. At least two words or more than two words, and it is usually used in a sentence, and it has no subjects and finite verb, but it does the work of a parts of speech. But what is the difference between phrase and idiom? Phrase and clause. Clause is a group of words having a subject and finite verb, and it is used in a larger sentence. Actually, a clause is a part of a larger sentence having a subject and a finite verb. Whereas a phrase is a group of words having no subject and having no finite verb. The difference is there. In case of a clause, it must have a subject and a finite verb. But in case of a phrase, it doesn't have subject or a subject and finite verb. Difference is there. So I am going to discuss the kinds of phrases. Already I have given you the definition of phrases. And what is an idiom? What is an idiom? Actually, idiom is a group of words having no subject and finite verb, and it expresses different type of meaning, completely different type of meaning, and used as a parts of speech in a sentence. Now I am going to write the kinds of phrases. How many phrases are there in English? I am going to write the names of those phrases. Number 1, kinds of phrases. Number 1, noun phrase. Number 2, adjective phrase. Number 3, adverb or adverbial. Number 4, verb phrase. Number 5, prepositional phrase. Number 6, conjunctional phrase. Number 7, interjectional phrase. Number 8, infinitive phrase. Number 9, participle phrase. So I think you have got the idea of the classification of phrases, types of phrases. At first, now I want to discuss noun phrase. Before going to discuss noun phrase, we must know the placement or position of a noun in a sentence. And what is the function of a noun in a sentence? We must know that, because noun phrase does the function of a noun or noun in equivalent. Where is a noun used in a sentence? You know that noun is used as a subject in a sentence, subject of a verb in a sentence. Noun can be used as an object of a verb in a sentence. Noun can be used as a complement in a sentence. Noun can be used objects of a preposition in a sentence, and noun can be used as an apposition in a sentence. So there are noun can be used as a subject, object, complement, preposition, objects of preposition, and case in apposition. There are 5 functions of a noun in a sentence. So noun phrase can be used in a sentence in these 5 ways. And let us try to discuss or try to identify the position of a noun phrase in a sentence. The blue sky looks very beautiful. Already I have written a sentence on the board and try to identify the noun phrase that has been used in this sentence. Here, the blue sky. This is a part of a sentence. Looks has been used as a verb in this sentence. Here, we can find the position of this phrase, the blue sky. Here, this part of the sentence is a subject, or the subject of this sentence is the blue sky. The blue sky. Now, we can notice that here there are three words, the, blue and sky, and these three words makes a phrase. And what type of phrase is it? It is a noun phrase, because this phrase has been used before verb, and this is also an assertive sentence. And you know that in an assertive sentence, subject is usually used before verb. So here, this blue sky, this phrase is a noun phrase because it does the function of a subject. Here, noun phrase has been used as a subject in this sentence. I think it is now clear to you. When simply, if I write down a sentence, Rose is a beautiful flower. Here, a single word has been used, and this is a noun. This is a noun, but there are three words in this subject, so it is a noun phrase. And already I have mentioned that a phrase, for the formation of a phrase, at least two words are essential. Without two words, no phrase can be consisted of. Because in this sentence, from the sentence we can have the idea that there are three words, and these three words makes a phrase, and it does the function of a noun, so it is a noun phrase. Understand? And this noun phrase has been used as the subject of a verb. Now, how a noun phrase is used as an object of a verb, try to understand. Now, I am writing another sentence, and from the sentence you will have the idea that how a noun phrase is used as an object of a verb. He paid the taxi fare. I have written a sentence here. He paid the taxi fare. There are three parts in this sentence. Here he has been used as subject, and this is a pronoun. Paid is verb, and the taxi fare is a noun phrase. Noun phrase, and we know that the object of a sentence is usually used after verb, and from this sentence we can also see that the taxi fare, this part, this is a noun phrase because there are three words in this sentence. Already I have mentioned that a phrase must have two words. For the formation of any kind of phrase, we may need more words, more than two words. At least two words are essential. Here, the, taxi and fare. These three words forms or makes a phrase, and it is a noun phrase because it has been used after the verb paid, and it has been used as an object of a verb. You know that noun or pronoun or noun in equivalent may be used either subject, either object, either subject or either object of a verb, and here this noun phrase has been used as an object. Okay, I think now it is clear to you. Noun phrase can be used after preposition. You know that usually after preposition noun or noun equivalent is used. Here we will use after preposition a noun phrase. How noun phrase is used in a sentence after preposition? I am going to write a sentence on the board. We should take care of our health. Here in this sentence, of is a preposition, we subject should take care is a verb phrase, and of is preposition, our health is a noun phrase. Our health, this is a noun phrase and it has been used after the preposition of. So noun phrase can be used after preposition. There are two words, our and health. These two words forms or makes a phrase, and what type of phrase is it? It is a noun phrase because you know that after preposition usually noun or noun phrase or noun equivalents are used. So noun phrase can be used after preposition, and noun phrase can be used in a sentence as a position in a sentence. How? Mr. Rahim, the headmaster of our school is an honest man. Here you can see that the headmaster of our school, has been used as an apposition in this sentence, and this is a noun phrase because there are more than 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 words, but there is no subject, no finite verb in this part of the sentence. So this is of course a phrase, and what type of phrase is it? It is a noun phrase because it has been used after the word Mr. Rohim. This is a noun, and this is another identification of this noun. So it is an appositive. It is an appositive. This is another identification. What type of identification is it? The headmaster of our school. It is his designation. So it has been used as an appositive in this sentence. Now, from the sentence, we can know that noun phrase can be used in a sentence as an apposition. Understand? An apposition is used just after the noun, because it bears another identification of a noun. Here, Mr. Rohim is a noun, and the headmaster of our school is the designation of Mr. Rohim, and it has been used as an apposition in this sentence, and it is a noun phrase. And noun phrase can be used as a complement in a sentence. And if you notice the latter part of the sentence, an honest man, then it is also a noun phrase. It is also a noun phrase, and it has been used as an complement. This is also a subjective complement. This is not an object. This is a complement. What type of complement is it? It is a subjective complement because it is also another identification of the subject Mr. Rohim. So, an honest man is also a noun phrase, but it has been used as a complement in this sentence. I think today I have discussed the function or the position of noun phrase in a sentence, and in my next class I shall try my level best to make you understand about verbal phrase or verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverbial phrase. So try to have idea about these 3 phrases from your books, and I shall discuss in my next class. So till then, stay home and stay safe. Thank you all.